So the way that I see movement is that there's always some sort of magic in any kind of made-up movement. And it doesn't have to be any certain program. It doesn't have to be evenness on both sides. I always encourage people to don't be so linear in what you do. There's such an expansion of different movement that you can do. And the biggest thing that I could say is to look at movement as a starter base or a base from which you expand to open your body, to connect to yourself, to connect to the ground, to connect to the world around you, how you interact with people, how you interact with yourself. And so there's this idea that Ido Portal says that there is isolation in muscles, there is integration, and then there is improvisation. And to me, that's where the magic lies. So use this kind of as a base to a soup that you're making and explore, right? You live in this body. What does it feel like to move? So what I'm going to start with today is think of just kind of going scooping to the side, right? And I never know what I'm going to do. It's always like, okay, what's it feel like, right? So there's a little dance in your feet, your heels coming off, you scooping, right? So there's a scoop, but how about if you're even leaning that way, right? How about if you lean over, challenging yourself a little bit, feel the space between your fingers. And we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So you start to create a rhythm within what you're expressing, how it feels in yourself, how it feels different on both sides. Always just leave that open. What's it feel like? Just nice and easy. And then if we just come back to just a solid stance here, imagine you're at the bottom of a pool and you're able to squat down, but you're going to go up, all the way up, and then back. So it's kind of like you're just shooting way up and then bringing those arms back around. So inhaling. Usually anytime you're going away from the body, you're inhaling. Also look at these as kind of getting your body just cleansed. One more. Big, broad strokes of movement. And then this is a curtsy tap. So we're going to start with the right leg. You're going to take that and you're tapping behind you, right? Left foot stays, but there's this nice little turn, this torsion that's going on in your lower torso. So you're still facing forward, but you're allowing for that turn to happen, right? What's it feel like? And you're also aware of what's coming in on the other pieces and parts of you, your knees, your ankles. You're listening to that input, always super important. That's you connecting back to yourself and being a responsible mover. We do that same thing on the other side. So back to square. And so when you move, be in whatever that expression is. Even if it's not comfortable for you to move, play. That's what play is. So easy. I'm going to do one more here and then one more exercise. What's it going to be? We're going to take this right knee and we're going to come around. What I'd like to encourage you to do is don't rush that. That's hard sometimes in the hip. So try to keep that leg how you're holding on to that leg. Imagine what you're doing with your thigh bone in your hip. Good stuff for that. And then we've got this balance going on for maybe 2 seconds. I'm going to go one more here, and I'm going to switch sides. Same thing. So same thing, but different side, right? So be open to what does that side say. It's not about being judgmental. It's about you being open to yourself. 2 more. So that's a little bit of a little thing for you to try. Try it. You don't know if you're going to like it.